All right, guys, welcome back. Today we have an unexpected episode. So this is my 98 Nissan Frontier, and for the engine takeoff, the power takeoff, there are three belts. One powers the air conditioner, the other one powers the fan, and one of them powers the power steering. And as I was driving, it started overheating because the fan belt and the what's it called? Fan belt and the alternator belt broke off, and this is the remnant of it. And this is what it's supposed to look like. So we're going to be replacing that today for your viewing pleasure. So to make the process a little easier, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the air intake and kind of free up a little room up here so we can work. And secondly, we're probably not going to remove anything, the belts. We're going to just kind of rope it over the fan and kind of work it in. I don't know if you could tell from there, but aim the camera down a little bit. So you have this outermost belt that powers this is a tension pulley, and the engine takeoff is in the bottom. It powers the power steering up here, power steering pump. And the belt closest to the passenger compartment that powers the compressor, air conditioner. And there's a pulley down there. And what else does it power? Yeah, that's all it does. That's its only job, is to power the compressor. And the one that broke is the one that actually powers this fan right here. And also the alternator on the far side, passenger side. So what we're going to have you do is to work this belt in without taking anything out. To just rope it through the fan and all of its blades. It's gonna get a little tricky here, but it should work. I like playing with a puzzle. When we were kids, play with puzzles. And we loosen this pretty well. Let's loosen it some more. This outer power steering belt. Belt out of the way. Now you can have them swap places. Go over the fan, go over the engine. And the alternator, however, there we go. Alternator will have to be loosened so that way we can give it enough length. Another problem, it was overheating because the fan, it not only powers the fan and the fan clutch, the water pump behind it is also powered by that, so we're having issues. Nope, it's a 12 millimeter, not a 10 millimeter. So you probably can't see it well from there. So the alternator sits on like a pivoting axle, and on top of it there's a bolt, a tightening bolt that allows it to kind of stretch away from the engine and then towards the engine. And what we're doing is we're loosening it to where it could kind of pivot back towards the engine, and that'll hopefully give us enough clearance to rope the V-belt around there and engage it into the groove. Let's take this outside belt out so it doesn't confuse the view. I'm going to try and work it up towards us, but that's how I broke it last time, so Hoping not to do that again. I'm going to use a screwdriver to give like a round object to go on. Round object to now I gotta turn the clutch. There. The V is in its groove. And now just give it the right tension. On the alternator side, we're tightening the tension bolt on the alternator. All right, so the center belt is secured. We're gonna rope in the outside belt. All right, so this is the number 14 or 14 millimeter. We're gonna tighten down the tension pulley. So yeah, that's it. Let's crank her up and see if we broke anything. I'm gonna leave the air intake kind of off so we can see what's going on. Because the alternator hasn't been charging, so I have to give it a jump. Battery's probably sound. Alright, looks like it worked. The fan's back on, the water pump's back on. Yeah, so this is what it takes to replace the belt, one of the 3 belts out of older vehicles of this vintage. It's not difficult. I mean, finding the part was the hardest part, pretty much. And if ever you run into issues like this, I hope this video helped you. All right, Godspeed.